This video is long overdue. First and foremost, my name is Carlos. All right. The lighting is bad, so let me just turn on the light. All right. All this information I'm about to give you is free, and people pay thousands, thousands just to scratch the surface. So give yourself some patience. All right. Be persistent and just understand that knowledge could change your life if you apply it. If you learn it and you just learn it and do nothing with it, then it's pretty much just sticking a fork in, bro. Just chill, bro. You have to first understand and grasp the concepts, okay? This video is gonna be long, bro, but it's for your own good. If you stick with it, you can gain access to information to change your life. So please, calm down, all right? Now, first off, hey, you need to learn how to focus, focus, focus. You can't get quick dopamine anymore, bro. You need to learn how to stay persistent and remain yourself calm because you're not scrolling no more, dog. You're not scrolling no more, bro. Right? Get it to your head, bro. You're not scrolling no more. So focus, right? Focus. I want to start my presentation already, but I just want to get that key point across, bro. If you don't change anything from yourself, you're not gonna grow. To grow means change. So if you're not changing to get better, then you're just wasting time, all right? So stay calm with me and just focus up, all right? Because I really want to express everything I'm giving you. However, if it's not going to be received, there's no reason for you to be watching this. With that being said, let's get started. Why are some good reasons you should start learning how to trade? First, I'm gonna show you this screenshot. So this is how money works. When people get paid, where does that money usually go? To the bank. What does the bank do with that? It takes it back to the global economy, where they get back anywhere from 12 to 30% of interest. And what does the person that put the money in the bank get? Barely anything back, bro. Now, the power of compound interest. First, it says $200 monthly savings. I'm also a life insurance agent, so this screenshot just showcases what could it be when you save like $200 monthly between the ages of 30 and 67. This is the art of compound interest. With 3% interest, you get anywhere from 160K on average, 6% 327K, 9% interest over 700K. And that's only with 3, 6, 9%. Out of those three, which one sounds better? Obviously the 9%. Compound interest is the most powerful force in the universe. That's how people gain income and gain more income. And that's just compound interest, all right? That's not about trading, but that's the way money works. Now, inflation comes in, bro, and your income that you gain from your skill sets, from your sales job, from your 9 to 5, from wherever you get income, bro, it will never defeat inflation. The game is rigged from the start. However, there's ways around that. But understand, bro, that trading is just skill-based income, bro. It's decision making. It's up to you on how much you make. Doesn't mean greediness. It just means that how you improve within yourself and your decision making, the more income you can make. Or consistent, you know what I'm saying? But your decision making improves. You also develop a relationship with income, bro, with money. You understand how money actually works with your hands, the value of it, the pros and cons of it. It's just a beautiful thing when you stop looking at money how majority of people look at money. When you develop a relationship, money, it changes the way you view life a little bit. Also develops your edge. People, when majority of creators, when they talk about edge, they're talking about your trading. When I'm talking about your edge, I'm talking about life. I'm talking about you start waking up every day with something. You start waking up every day knowing yourself. You start waking up every day knowing you're gonna get something done today. You start off your day knowing that God put you on this earth to get a little better with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stop focus on these outside factors of material things, people, relationships with people. All that is just outside validation, external factors. It will play a role with your trading. However, people say you gotta learn how to keep balance, you gotta learn how to separate yourself a little bit. I say it's you gotta charge it to the game. Some people are able to just keep their minds mentally there as they improve their trading skills. Some others have to fall through the pitfall, like I did, under deep depression, under constant battles with life, God giving circumstances of being able to fall into more pitfalls, more falls, depression of making life harder. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's the way you see it, your perception of life. You know what I'm saying? When those problems come, how do you look at them? That's what I'm talking about, edge. You're able to improve your mentality. Your your mental self-talk improves if you trust the process, right? Now, as with that, it also teaches you how to have elite level discipline, bro. If you really want it bad enough, you understand the value of being disciplined, consistent, having persistency, understanding that you might not be getting the results. This is you. So you wake up and you go after it, bro. It doesn't mean you take 20, 30 trades a day. It means that you show up. It means that even when you don't feel like it, you decide to get out of your ass, open up that laptop, and study. I'm saying some will be back testing, back testing. Or some of you will just be looking at charts in live time, especially as a beginner. You don't know what you're looking at. So all you have to do is just look at candlesticks all the time. Now, number seven, I already hit it a little bit with inflation. So what could you do against inflation? Hey, bro, you understand how inflation works. You start understanding how the economy is moving at live time. Maybe you surround yourself with that environment, with the trading. But then again, it's just, hey, bro, you're using your income to make money. Dog. It's a skill set you get to learn, bro. Like, understand, bro. Not a lot of people are willing to put themselves in the fire in the process of learning how to trade. They see it as some lala destiny where only certain people are able to master it. Only some people are lucky enough to just learn it. Dog, in reality, it's like anything else. In reality, you just gotta read the page, flip it, read the page, flip it, read the page, flip it. Go back, highlight, go back. What does this mean? Okay, this means this. All right, interesting. Let's continue reading. You have to annotate, bro. You have to show up consistent. You don't just read it once and just let it go. Understand, bro. You have to be fucking lit about this. You have to show up because you could show up and half-ass it, but then are you going to improve? Now, there is a thing of going too much try hard in this, and that's the pitfall. You start going too hard, your ego gets in the way, and that's how over trading happens. That's how a lot of negatives happen. All right, but you get to learn that with the skill set. I'm saying it's a lifelong process, dog. There's people that make income with this. And then these are Reddit stories. These are everything you show up. You just show up online, and it's like the next thing you know, this individual just lost all of their income in one trade. Why is that? Because it's a lifelong skill set. They forget things as they go on, read, ego, all that, bro. That should not be the reason that scares you off. It's personal development. It also teaches you how to be literate with the markets, market literacy. There's nothing better knowing that you know how to read the economy, dog. Like it's just a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about being a geek with glasses. It's just you understand market. You know what I'm saying? It's nice. right? That's the only thing I can say about it. It's nice. You get freedom, bro. You know what I'm saying? How would you like to know? Wait, before I continue with freedom, understand there's nothing wrong with an 9 to 5, dog. People make a job seem as it's a bad thing. Bro, you have income. Be thankful. Be grateful. I have a job. I'm a I work in 9 to 5. I clean I work in retail. I clean offices. That's a job. I clean toilets, dog. You know what I'm saying? I mop floors. I'm also a life insurance agent. I love helping out families. I'm able to provide policies to people that need it, not the ones that don't need it. I'm not fucking putting it down their throats. I just understand that there's value with the product. You know what I'm saying? So I'm providing it. Going back with it. There's nothing wrong with having a job, bro. You're not a slave. You're providing, all right? Not just to yourself, but to the people you love. Income is income. If you're depressed working your job, it's not because of the job. It's because you have to look internally first, okay? Don't let social media fucking fool you, bro. It's not your job. Please keep your job. Please. This is about internal validation. Looking internally first. That's where the freedom happens. Money solves problems. That's beautiful, dude. Knowing that a problem could show up and you're able to provide for the people you love, all right? It's nice. It's nice driving that Porsche. It's nice driving that Urus. It's nice waking up with views in the fucking penthouses. All that is nice, dude. But is that what you want? Remember your why on why you're starting all this. Because you're still watching this video for a reason. So understand, freedom is much more than just fucking materialism. It's beautiful. In fact, you grab your fucking nuts and just validate yourself. You know what I'm saying? But hey, this is about providing for the people you love, being able to understand that you now are able to have lesser problem and focus on more problems. Because there's machines out there that are focused on production, dog. Focus on the next dollar. I'm saying it's just a numbers game. More people, no more numbers. More people, more numbers. Same sell, 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 sell. That's beautiful, dude. I'm saying there's an art to it. But understand, you're still working for your dollar. You're still a production machine. Okay. Sometimes, bro, it's good of understanding the value of life, the little things, being able to hang out with your loved ones. It's nicer to take them out to a private jet. I'm saying to take them out to a trip to the Tahiti, to take them to a trip to Japan, take them on a trip to Europe. Maybe not the best time, but you get the point. However, there's a difference between constantly working, bro, and also enjoying your life a little bit. There's nothing wrong with working, okay? With that, but there's also nothing wrong with being a cleaner. A cleaner means an absolute destroyer, bro. A brute force machine where all they focus is on fucking working, result working. What's next? What's next? That Mamba mentality. That's okay. But there's levels to everything. There's always a bigger shark. There's always someone with more money. There's always someone with a bigger house, someone with a bigger car, someone bigger than you. Oh, understand, are you happy with yourself? Are you working with yourself to improve? Are you okay with your skin? If not, let's work on it. If yes, stop focusing on the outside things, dog. It will eat you up alive. That's what freedom is. Self-worth. Trading teaches you that if you let it teach you that, right? Now, how do you start trading, right? Like, it seems so complicated. It seems like there's a lot of numbers. You have to learn certain things. It's a language, right? But let's take it step by step. Let's take it step by step. I understand. People pay thousands for this information, bro. I'm giving you pieces by pieces for free. You just have to input it, dog. And no, I'm not changing your life. You're changing your life. You're applying it. I cannot apply this information for you. You're doing it yourself. All right. So have some heart. You know what I'm saying? It starts within you. Understand? It starts within you. You paying for the information. The only reason why people pay and it works is because they pay for it. They work so hard in the trenches that when they finally get the income, they're ready to change their lives. You could change your life today for free. For free. The truth is, you're not putting skin in the game. You're not really about it, bro. You learn it, it comes in one ear and out the other. You look at it, but then you close your eyes. You want to talk about it, but then you shut the fuck up. God, put skin in the game. That's the only way you're going to improve by putting skin in the game every day. Okay, now, a little side rant, but I love you. Now, this is how you can start off trading, bro. So, you have to have one market. The more the more pairs you look at, the more you look at, the more confused you will get. To read candlesticks, to learn how to read a candlestick, to understand patterns, to understand what you're doing, bro, to build an intuition in the market, you need to just get one pair. Start off with one pair. At most two or three. It gets boring, I understand, but boring is what you need to improve. All right. I could go on a rant about that. All right. Slow your dopamine, bro. Okay. Choose a market, one or two pairs at most. You learn how to risk, and you do that by risk percentages. Let's be honest, dude. Most people are telling you to trade less than 5% on your trading accounts. Are you going to get anywhere with it? Yes. But is that the compound interest that you want? No. I'm not telling you to flip your accounts. I'm telling you, learn how this money work for you. If you don't know how to risk within yourself, you're not going to be able to risk consistently per trade. You're going to overtrade, undertrade, revenge trade. You're going to let money go, bro. You're going to be up a certain amount and instead of taking profit, the greed is gonna come in and you're just gonna let it go. It's gonna happen, bro. I've been there. I've been through everything, dude. Everything, bro. Trust me. I've let so much go. Because it all starts in here, right? So you have to understand how to accept failures, dog. Continue showing up. You take your shot and you miss, you're gonna take another one, dog. It's about showing up. Because if you don't show up, then what's the point of you thinking you're that type of player if you're not showing up? You know what I'm saying? You have to show up. You have to show up. So when you're showing up and you're fucking up and you're taking those losses, losses after losses after losses, understand that that's how you turn into the winner, bro. Winners win, dude. Winners find a way to fucking win, bro. Understand that it works with speed, but if you don't want to work with speed, then speed will work against you. Especially when you work with high performers, people that have that kill switch, hey, they will look at everything as excuses. So when you trade and it doesn't go your way, that's an excuse within yourself, right? Understand that. Why then do you not perform to your best standard today? This trading setup. And that's how pressure comes. You take losses and then you stop. But you need to learn how to accept that so you could improve. You need to change the way you look at money, dog. Cause then, bro, greedy. Why are you so greedy, bro? Why you let money go? Why do you risk so much? First of all, why do you want to get richer? Why are you paying a certain amount for this product but not this investment? Why, when you compare apples to bananas, why are you wasting it on rotten apples instead of focusing on your health? Now, you're gonna have to cope, okay? There's different coping mechanisms, but it doesn't mean you fucking go to the extremists, dude. You have to improve every day, but understand that money is not everything. Understand that money comes and goes. Understand that money could change your life, but it shouldn't be your slave. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to sell yourself for $1, bro. Depression will happen with this trading skill set. As you learn, you will get depressed. Don't let it fucking eat you up. Trust the process, all right? And it happens because life hits you hard and you're trying to change everything all at once. Understand, bro, money doesn't rule you. You control the bag. First and foremost. Hey, shout out to Big Man Buzz, bro. God is up with you all sides at all times. You get lost in the sauce. Chill, all right? Come yourself back together. Don't lose yourself in the process, all right? There's a downfall to making some type of money a certain way. You could flip an account to 200 bucks to whatever amount you want, but it could still eat you up, okay? Self-talk first. Market structure. You need to learn market structure. Market structure is like reading a book. You can't skip certain chapters and expect to know what the book was about fully. You have to understand a higher low, a higher high, all that. You know what I'm saying? When you look at trading videos, I see people looking at charts, drawing, doing all that. What does this do? What does that? All that. Bro, that's important, bro. I just don't want to rant about that and show you market structure already. Because all these topics I'm giving out could be fucking 20-minute videos within itself. I'm telling you, it's thousands of dollars of information for free. For free, bro. Why? Because I want to help you change your life. But I'm not in control of it. You are. People give out information for free all the time, dude. All the time. Why are people not changing their lives? Okay? Okay? Now, I just want to show it to the dogs that are really hungry, bro. 'Cause I just know what I could do. All right. God has blessed me so much. I don't need your fucking dollar. I just love helping. I just love helping. So learn market structure. Learn how to read, bro. Learn why does this go like this, and then it drops a certain way, but then it goes random and goes back up, or it continues dropping. You do that by learning market structure. Understand that the the weekly breaks down to the daily, and then what's shorter than the daily, the hours. And then you look at the hours, and then you break it down to minutes. If you're fucking crazy scalper, you go to the seconds. But dude, that's a whole different thing. Just understand how a 4 minute candle could turn into a 1 hour candle, and how a 1 hour candle breaks down to a 30-minute candle, and then how that 30-minute candle breaks down into a 15-minute candle and 5 minute candle. And be able to provide 5 minute candle, 15-minute candle, 30-minute candle, 1 hour candle, 4 hour candle with a daily candlestick, and understand how they all play a part together, you're one step closer to mastering all of this. And it's a lot more simple than you think. Don't overcomplicate things. Next, that goes with learning your setup. Everybody has a setup that works for themselves. Some have more than others. As a beginner, you need one, okay? One setup so you can master it with that one pair. Meaning you have your confluences, trust in those confluences. With those confluences, you have that one entry model. And with that one entry model, you have one exit model. My mistakes, a lot of unprofitable traders' mistake is, bro, trading is by chance. It's all probabilities at the end of the day. It's always, always changing. 'Changing. 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 ' you're fucking yourself over. And your intuition needs to work with all these. It can't just be rule based by the book. It could be, and you could get results like that. A lot of people do. I say understand intuition with your trading model. Understand why with these confluences you're entering, and with the entry, why are you exiting when you're exiting? And since it's always changing, you need data. You have to journal. My mistake as well was I wasn't journaling, bro. I would love to go back to my early trades and look at what I was trading. I don't have that. Do you need that? I wouldn't say so. Just look at me now, you know what I'm saying? But bro, it helps. It improves it crazy. Your development improves like crazy. You get data, bro. You get to look back to your history. History is important when you're growing. If you want to get better, journal. If you love yourself, journal. If you would love to look back at how you grew, journal. No one's gonna do it for you. You know what I'm saying? No one. Okay, game plan. Everybody has a trading rules. Everybody has their own approach with trading, right? You need one yourself. Game planning is important, bro. There's no question about it. You need to learn why you're doing what you're doing, how you're doing it. Pretty much all this, you know what I'm saying? Your risk, how much you're risking, the pair, bro. You need all that, dog. I- It's important, dude. You can't just show up and think you're gonna get rich. That's not the way things work around here. You really think God and these financial markets are just gonna let you show up and get rich? I apologize. You could get rich, but consistently wealthy, consistently show up and perform, consistently show up and be able to provide for your family. Because if you don't have a playbook, dude, you're not winning these games, dog. You're not expected to shut the fuck up and win these fucking ball games without having the coach that without the coach showing its players how we're gonna run this offense and this defense. You know what I'm saying? How these one-on-ones are gonna work out. Why our big dogs are bigger, better, stronger, faster, more higher EQ, less EQ against the opponent. That doesn't happen just by showing up. It happens in the training lab before the actual game. That doesn't happen naturally. And how does that happen? By game planning, having a playbook, having a system. You get to dominate these markets by understanding how you're going to show up and perform. That's how you win, all right? That doesn't mean you win trade every single trade where you show up, because you still gonna have shots that don't go in, but it means that you're gonna win the game. It means that it doesn't matter if the game has to go to overtime. You're performing. The light was bothering me, so I kind of want to change it up a little bit. Okay. You have to learn how to be consistent with all this. You know what I'm saying? Dude, in life, you're not gonna get what you want if you don't go after it. Okay? You have to go after it consistently. There's no better feeling knowing that you're changing your life every single day. In fact, that's a good high. When you're developing better, bro, it's a good high. You know what I'm saying? You get a little swagger to you. Reps are important. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean taking fucking 30, 50 trades a day. It means that you show up and you take your rep and you stay in the market. I'm looking to the side because I just like looking at myself, bro. I just like looking at myself right now. Um, yeah, you just need reps in, bro. Um, you have to ignore your P&L. Wait, before I go to the last things, I want to talk about this. A little side. You can't put yourself in comparison to other traders. There's gonna be traders that start off the same day as you are, and then they go on to become successful early on. You can't let that get to you. Everybody has their own journeys. Everybody has their own reasons of why it's happening to them. The results are happening to you for a reason. It's your fault, but some things are not your fault. You have to just let God control them. And that's what I mean. And with that, you have to understand how to ignore your profits, ignore your losses. You know what I'm saying? Because your P&L could ruin you if you don't understand why God is doing why God is doing the things it's doing to you. You have, as a beginner, start off demo. And if you already consider yourself rich and you got a trade with live capital, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you do, start off very small. Okay? It, trading should not be what you identify yourself as a trader, but you do need to understand that you see yourself doing this for the rest of your life. If you don't see yourself doing this for the rest of your life, you're not going to get good at this, right? You're not going to get good if you're not seeing yourself as a trader. But that doesn't mean you go balls deep and you lose yourself in the sauce. It is who you are as a person, but don't let it eat you up when you're not getting the results, because it's going to eat you up a lot. But that's pretty much what I just want to talk. I could go on and on and on and on and on, but I think that's a good start off video. Now, people will say, "Why are you giving information out for free? There's thousands of dollars of game you can give out." Um, but truth is, the very truth is, dude, how greedy are you? You know, look, because if you're selling the product, it's for two reasons. You really believe in what you're selling, or you're just greedy. Money is everywhere. There's egomaniacs out there that are on your ass to steal from you. Now, there's other individuals that want to just help out, but they also need to help themselves out first. So they get to the bag. They're selling what they know. They're selling what they have of value in exchange for value. You know what I'm saying? However, in these markets, bro, it doesn't matter how much you know. It doesn't matter what you know if you can't execute. If you can't execute, you're just you're just cooked. You're just cooked, bro. You're just cooked. No, sorry. No, back to this. Dude, all the information is out there. Not just from me, dude. There's a lot of people giving out information for free. But what makes my information different? It's not different. Are you going to change your life now? Some people just need to be taught and influenced by a certain individual to actually do something. And I'm telling you right now, your life is not changing at all with this information unless you decide it's time for your life to change. Bro, are you really about it or not? This is not just showing up and having fun. This is about showing up, being like, fuck, this is hard. But you have to change the way you think, the way you see it. Because at the end of the day, this shit's fucking easy if you let it be. I love you. I understand this. You do anything you want. This is not at all the holy grail. This is not what you do for the rest of your life. You need to have multiple assets, foundations. You know what I'm saying? Circulation. Having a 9 to 5 is not a fucking problem, bro. It's not an issue at all. Don't fall into the trap that you need to quit your 9 to 5. Please, please. Love your job. And if you don't like your job, it's because you have to look internally first. You might not be making enough. It might not be enough to pay the bills. Okay, that's understandable. But that shouldn't be the reason why you're depressed. That shouldn't be the reason why you want to fucking quit everything you're doing to go all in into something without having proof of concept first. That journey is just a whole different. You don't want that craziness. I'm here to tell you you could trust the process and still love yourself and still love what you're doing. Still doing what you're doing. It might take a little longer. It might take time to reflect on different things, meaning the pros and cons of how you might be wasting time, how you know might be wasting time, how you might be improving as it goes. And there's winners out there. Are you one of them? Because people make it to seem that if you don't win today, you're a loser, which is right. But are you gonna let that define you? Are you gonna let the result today define you for the rest of your life? And that's the beautiful thing about life. You win one trade and you decide to go on vacation. So all that shit off. You can, but are you growing? Are you improving? Are you taking trades on vacation? And are you losing your income? Bro, this is mental warfare out here. All this is in the mind, bro. So, like, are you making money or are you not? That doesn't mean you fucking start trading live. It doesn't mean you waste all your money on investments with prop firms. Because at the end, they're still out there to get your dollar. You need to have yourself as your best interest. How do you know I have your best interest for you? I might have a dilemma in the back of my head of why I'm trying to teach you all this for free. It's never always what you see. You have to go what you see internally. So with that, will this information change your life? Or you're just gonna go in one eye, let it go one ear and out the other? Information is out there for free. Some people take it and actually do something with it, and some just let it go. Who's you?